Hi, welcome to Northeast Iowa. This is Bloomin' Karen on YouTube, and I have a few little projects that I want to work on today, and I thought I'd just hop on camera and share them with you. So, thought we'd start with this sentiment from my kind of my goals calendar for this year. It's start each day with a grateful heart, and that seems like a great way to start the day. So I'll be working on my February goals, and I'm going to set this aside for now because I have some other things I want to talk about first. Alright, so I do a lot of cross stitch in addition to all my other hobbies, and I made this little journal a few years ago, 2022 to be exact, and I put in, for cross stitching we do something called WIPGO. We make a board of 25 squares, and then each month they draw 2 numbers, and then you work on that project to finish it, or like if you have a goal in mind for what you want to get done that month. And I thought I would share my WIPGO projects from January. So I had this pattern started. It's a Bonnie and Camille stitch set. This is set G. It's Christmas. And it was the wreath. I had the border, the bow, and most of the greens done, and I just had to fill in with the whites. It was a simple finish for this year, or this month, but it was perfect for the time that I had available. So I'm really happy to have this done, and I can't wait to get that fully finished. My other project for this month was a sweater shawl that I'm working on, and it's big and gangly and I can't really share the whole thing. So this is string to stitch up the sleeve, so it'll be a sleeve and then it'll open up into this pretty shawl, and it has a little bit of details in there. So yeah, I was about here and I got to here, so that's probably 20 inches that I've gotten done. So I'm very excited about that. And I think I'm over halfway done now, so that'll be fun to get finished. And yes, I use my little trick-or-treat bag from the Dollar Tree to hold my project because I don't like to take it out when I'm knitting. I just kind of leave it in the bag and knit as I go. So there's that. I gotta put that somewhere where the puppy won't get it. And then for February, let's see, that project is here. The first one that I had drawn was Keeper of the Pins. This is designs by Brenda Gervais. Sandy Gervais does fabric, so that's a little bit different. Alright, so previously I use this to hold up the fabric because I have this whole sheet. I can bunch it up, and then this is magnetic, and then I can tie as many knots as I need or not have a knot, and it'll keep everything together. Alright, so I already have my sole is fed with a needle and thread, and I have the ABCs. I need to go back in and do the green for that. And then I need, you can't really probably see the white here, but I need to finish the spool. And I love this pamphlet. I read it for a while. That's why it looks so discombobulated. I like the bird. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that, so that's not part of what I want to get done. I don't want to share any patterns. I shared that one already. I just love her little pictures in here. Every good child who sews with a will should have a wee birdie to keep with his Bill? I don't know. So maybe I do need to make the bird. And then this is what my spool will look like when I'm done, so I'm pretty excited about that. And then there's one more that I really want to do. They have the old woman. I'm not a fan of the primitive people, so I probably won't make that one. And then I've already showed that. Some more little landscapes. This is the one that I want to make. So that's my goal, will be to finish the spool and then the tomato. I love those tomato pin cushions. And then I have a collection of vintage buttons, so I'll try to find all my white buttons to get that done. So I'm pretty excited about this one being drawn. I can make some good progress on it. And then the other project that I drew, the numbers were 3 and 24. So I crossed out 22 for January because I got that one done. 9 I didn't get done. I'm kind of all over the place. It's just kind of how my day is going. I'm doing the spur of the moment, so there's not really a rhyme or reason or plan. But here we are. So this is the bag. I love these project bags. They're just zippered bags. This, I think I got from Temu. I've gotten them from Walmart. I've gotten them from Amazon. My next WIPGO for 24 is I wanted to start a new Christmas. So I'm thinking this is from that stitch card set where I did the wreath, and I haven't done any of the others. Here, I can show it better this way. So I'm not sure which of the 3 that I'll start, but I'll figure that out and get that started. It'd be kind of cute to do 25 just because that's Christmas Day. But yeah, that is my plan for WIPGO for February. So this can go back in here. There's that. And yes, I have a lot of projects started in a lot of different areas, so that's kind of how my life goes. Let's see, I can take you through a little bit of this project journal that I made. I do need to fix my pocket, so I will get this unloaded so I can. This started, it's a silver envelope and it has a little bit of a sheen to it. So I made this at a retreat that I was at. A friend and I were talking about doing Mania for cross-stitching in May. There's lots of different ways you can do Mania. A lot of people will decide to start a brand new project every day. That is very ambitious for me since I don't primarily cross-stitch. I typically have a mix of things that I want to do. I'm looking through the cards that were in there because I had, oh, here it is. So this was probably May of 2022. I wanted to work on these whips that I had, and then I wanted to start these new projects. And I know I started Rabbit and Rose, I started Let It Snow, Little Fall Fling, and a Little Blue. Oh, I'm sorry, a Little Boo. So I did quite well when I make a plan like that, so I'll probably look forward to doing that again. But back to this. I need to get this fixed. So I have glue down here at my side. I'll just get the art glitter glue out. This is just a pencil box. I have it holding all of my glue. This is a favorite distressed ink that I'm using lately. It's called Frayed Burlap. So with the puppy, I can't really leave my bottles out or she'll try to steal them. So I just keep everything in there, then I know what I have to grab when I want to work on something. So that's working well for me. So this, I'm just going to take off and get this. Yeah, this isn't going to work, is it? Wish there were better ways to have a fine tip and not get it clogged up. I know there's the Misty press for glue. you take your bottle and you set it in there, and then the tip goes into a silicone thing. But since I don't paper craft every single day, I don't know if that would be a good investment for me. And are they $30 or $60? So yeah, I'm waiting until I hear more feedback than the one from the business where they were trying to hard sell me on that, because it was a new thing and I'm not really big on the new stuff like that. I'm weird. I accept it and acknowledge it. I'm watching Caroline on the Hillside a lot, and I love her philosophy of making do. If you don't have it, find something that'll work. Because that's kind of how I was brought up. Mom would see something she wanted, like a crafty thing, and be like, we can make that for cheaper than I can buy it. So we found stuff and made it. That's just how I was raised. So for this little journal, like I said, it was an envelope, so I just opened it up and put some pretty paper back here so I could see that. I like the silver, so I wanted to be able to see that here. And then I'll just stick these back here. This is something neat that my friends showed me. I don't remember who they originally heard it from. But we punch shapes, and then we can punch a bigger hole here, and we can like attach our thread and have a thread drop, they call them. Well, my friend said I should start doing the pattern that I did, who it was by, when I started it, when I finished it. I've also included the fabric sometimes, and if I use the called for threads, or if I did my own choices. So there's that. So this was just a cute little quick journal that I put together. These are projects that I wanted to start back in 2022. I'll have to add a year. I used some colored paper so I could have some little headings. This is just one of those stickers from Dollar Tree. So then these are all the projects that I had started. There's a lot of X's on here, which is nice to see instead of just a whole bunch of additions. Sadly, some of these are still, I'm still working on them. Anyway, so these are my finishes. Woot. So I have a little bit of a list. I have not kept this updated at all, so there's that. This is a wish list of patterns that I started because I kept seeing things on different floss tubes, and I would be like, oh, I want that, and then, you know, a month would pass and I'd forget about it. So I started doing this. As you can see, I've gotten several of them. Some of them I've decided that while I like the pattern, it's not something I'll probably stitch, so I should probably cross those off. A few more empty pages. I did start in 2023 during Mania. I did start all of these projects. No, I didn't. I started all of these. That was in June, actually. I decided to do it for my birthday month. For some reason, I got hooked on strawberry things. So you can see that like all 4 of these are strawberry patterns. So that was really fun for me. And here I started that wreath. It was just a project that I would work on in the car or during appointments. So I started it in May of 2023 and I finished it just this month. So that was great. Plans, I thought I would finish 4 things in August through December. No clue what year that was, but this was a good little book to put stuff like that in. If only I would read it. So just a whole bunch of empty pages. I just used fun colors. I love this Grinchy green, I call it. The limey color. Yeah. So I can't tie a bow on camera. Some more empty pages. There's some more things back here. So in the back here, I did decide to do plans. So 2022, this was that index card I showed earlier. These are the WIPs that I wanted to work on. And these are the new projects that I wanted to start. So I can see here that there's a few that I started and finished in that May. So that was really good. I'm excited to see I made progress. A lot of people, they pick certain days every month. Like on the 25th, they would always stitch Christmas. So any month of the year, except for probably Christmas Day, you would stitch on your Christmas project. And that's just a way to help you make a little bit of progress to get things done. Because we have sometimes these big projects that we start and they get boring, right? Like my shawl there. I should probably pick a day and just work on it on that night. So whatever. I had decided at one time that on the 6th I was going to do my birthday stitch. For the last 2 years, I've started a new cross-stitch project on or around my birthday. So I was going to do that. Sadly, I didn't follow these. The 13th and the 31st, I was going to do Halloween because Halloween is a big holiday for us. My husband's birthday is the 28th. And I just love the orange and I love Halloween colors. Like the modern ones, not just the black and orange, but yeah. And then I had done a special stitch for my dad. I should show that sometime. He loved to sing the song, How Great Thou Art, and I found there was a cross-stitch pattern for that, so I stitched that. I actually have that finished and had that framed. I want to do a memory wall, and that's like the second thing I have to go on it, but we'll get there. Then here's my WIPGO, because I couldn't find my little book. I made another little book. These were threads that I needed at one time. Then another little pocket, and then it's the back. And I thought I signed this one, but I guess not. So that's it. It's just a cute little, I can stick it in easily in my cross-stitch bags, and I can take it with me. So I need to put this somewhere where I won't lose it, so that I can work on it. Oh, and some of you are probably like, Karen, stop leaving your glue open. Yeah. Oh, well. Alright. I gotta get a drink here. I got one of these new Miyoki mugs because the puppy likes to steal the straws out of my glasses. And this one, it has a little flap that it'll close. But yeah, if the straw's not out, it doesn't close. So there will be mishaps still. And yes, I'm using Ho 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 still because it's new. Alright. So this is a really cool little book. A friend gave it to me. She does watercolor, and she had made several of these books that she, wow, hopefully I've been in the camera, I didn't realize I was that off. Several of these books trying to find the style that met what she wanted to do. So there's slots here for pens, there's a little pocket here, there's a zipper and a little pocket here, and then it stops there. But it's really kind of a cute thing. I am not watercoloring kind of person, so I was trying to figure out how I would use this. And I realized that for this 2024 play journal that I made, that this would be a good way to contain all of the different things that I thought I might use in this process. So that's what I've done. And then I still have the problem that they can come out the bottom, but it works for now. And that's all that I needed. So I think these are the only things I need today. I saved that image because of all the puppies. Yeah. And Caroline on the hillside, I'm going to do her prompts. That's what that card was that I took out. And I'll tag her below in her video where she's talking about it. So let's get some crafting on. Alright. So, which one did I do? Oh, it's back here. this was the first prompts that she had, the beach, rain, and map. So this was the beach, here's the rain, and then here I have north, south, east, west. I'm pretty sure you can see that. I shouldn't have made a tall journal. That was my mistake. So, oh, I didn't bring that. Oh, maybe we can do that. Alright, so the next week, this, I don't have a date on there. I should do that. Sorry, I'm quiet. January 3rd, 2024. Perfect. Alright, so the next one is a specific color, grass, and splatter. So this is what, oh man, I made a mess. I should have done this when I thought about it. Been having an off couple of weeks, so I'm a little discombobulated, but we'll get there. So this I was going to use as my grass, and then I found this cute little birdie that I thought would be cute to have on his little branch to take up some room. I'll go with a specific color is the turquoise. And then I did not bring any paint, but I noticed I have some white out here, so we'll do some trial and error and see if we can splatter with white out. Yeah. Alright, let's get cracking. Caroline does journaling for what the prompts remind her of. Sorry, I totally lost track. I did not bring anything to glue on so it doesn't get all over my desk. This will work. I was at a quilting retreat a few weeks ago, and I should have brought those up to share too. Sorry, I'm squirreling myself so bad right now. My friend was talking to me, and she said, Karen, you should treat your YouTube more like you're having a conversation and not be so worried if you have to get up and go get something. Because, like, if we're having a conversation here at retreat and you're like, oh, I forgot to do this, you just get up and go do it. So you could still do that on your YouTube channel. So that is something to strive for, I guess, is what I'm trying to get to. Alright, so, and I love that Carolyn says, you know, it doesn't have to be realistic. You know, it's your version, your journal, you make it how you want, which is why I decided this would be my grass. I did have another plan, but this one worked just fine. I think that's the tip, isn't it? Yes. Gosh darn it. If you can hear the puppy in the background, I apologize. I gave her a chew toy. I cannot get her in camera, and I don't know how to insert pictures. So, she is like a whopping 20 pounds. Oh no, she's 25 at least. She grew about 12 inches in length while I was gone last weekend. I swear. She's getting to be a big girl. She loves outside. It's hard to get her to come in. She's a a black lab golden retriever mix. So the vet said she's going to be our petite baby, which is good because her oldest sister was like a 120-pound lab. And her older brother, he's like an 80-pound lab, and then her the sister right above her she's probably 85 pounds. So we like big babies. All that to say, oh, I lost a foot. Ah, it'll be behind the branch, right? That'll be fine. This little bird was out of a paper pack that I found at Dollar Tree. It was like 5x7 size, and then the bird was surrounded by wreath, so I just fussy cut the wreath and fussy cut the bird because I didn't want all that white background. Alright. Am I brave enough to try this? I'm not sure. I did think about putting one of these flowers. I thrifted it for 75 cents. They're paper flowers. And they're pretty flat, except for the gems. So I think it would be a good addition. So if I add that, that would bring that all the way up. But I don't really feel like that's too much. Whereas if I did this, yeah, I like that. It brings the brightness up here. So this could be my specific color too. We might have to pause for a potty break. Never done that. That would be interesting. Alright. Sorry I'm so quiet. I just feel like I'm sitting here crafting. I'm not brave. We'll try it on this. Okay, Sadie, 1 second. I can see a little bit. There's a few little dots. I'll give it a whirl. And then I do have to take her out. Oops. I'm getting more of this on me, I think, than the paper. God. Sorry. Probably don't want white out all over my pen to get all over my fingers. It'll be fine. Alright, so let's see. Oh, there we go. Alright, Carolyn, this is fun. I understand now why you do it. It would work better if I had paint. So now I have splatter over everything. I have a little, I don't know what. There's splatter on that page. There's splatter over my glue. Ah, this was fun. So yeah, I don't know. Let's see if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it pretty well. Alright, so I'm going to pause this and hopefully I can unpause it and come back to you. We'll see you in a bit. Yay, I think it worked. I'm back. And I took time to go and find what I worked on. Oh, goodness. Too many things, too many things. First I'll start with a little bit of haul that I got. Dollar Tree, I got some heart doilies. I liked this size because I thought they would fit very well in the what is it, 8.5 by 6 journals. I thought this would fit well. I don't know, I just thought they were pretty. And then I got these, sorry for the crinkle, I got these little heart bags. I don't know if they'll use them for goodies for friends or if I'll try to incorporate them in a journal, but I thought they were too cute to pass up. And then I got these letters. I thought in the store they could work for my 80s journal that I want to do because I'm an 80s girl living in an 80s world. But no, I'm not so sure. I'll figure something out to do with them. I thought they were neat. Alright. I did pull up those sleeves. Let's get ready to do this. I did go and find my baby wipes because that stuff got everywhere, including all over me. That probably isn't good for the camera, but okay, that's good enough for now. But I'm really happy with how that turned out. The spots have kind of spread out a little bit, so I really like how that works. Looks. Yeah, I can talk. Alright, that can go there. And then to share what I worked on at the quilt retreat, I did a lot of cutting of fabrics, so I'm not really going to share that, but I did take time and finally make pillowcases. Let's see, they have to go this way. So we have king size pillows, so I used what I had. I found this yellow and I thought that brought out more of the colors of this, even though there's not yellow over here, kind of there. And then this isn't the perfect gray, but it kind of matches that, so I'm fine. It's fine, it's just for us. So, love my dogs. This reminds me of my yellow labs. So, yeah, and as I told you, Halloween is one of our favorite times, so this is going to be adorable on the bed. And then I also made this one. And this just cracks me up. My nephew and has a Great Dane, and this, he's black, but this so reminds me of that Great Dane. Yeah, so there's that. Oh gosh, no, Sadie. Sorry about that. Puppy intervention. I just thought this was super cute. All of these two fabrics are both from Joann's, so they were last year, the year before, I don't know. And then there's this one. So this I originally got to put on the back of that doggy paw runner that I showed you guys last video, and my friends talked me into not doing that. So I had enough to make a pillowcase, 2 pillowcases. So I trimmed it with the green, and then I had this red that I had picked out to go with it. So 3 pillowcases made now to get them. And we probably will just start using them and not wait for the holidays to arrive. So there's that. Alright, what else was I gonna do? Oh, I should probably journal on here for what this was. Note to self, don't use whiteout, because it goes everywhere. So this was the 1/11/24, and it was color, grass, and splatter. And this is just my creative journal to help me learn different techniques, like first time splattering. Yeah, so I'm happy with it. Alright. The next one, I'm not sure. Yeah. The next choices are Starfish, Velvet, and Shoes. I looked and I didn't find any velvet in my stash. I have this bag. Oh, ribbons and trims. I thought maybe there was one in there. This is like a satin. This is like a satin. This is a blue hem. That feels like grosgrain ribbon. This is just lace. This feels like grosgrain ribbon. I'm not sure what kind of ribbon that is. Some more satin. Ouch. Some more satin. Some more grosgrain. Who knows what, this is probably from my mom. Who knows where she got all this. She probably bought it as a garage sale because it had all these cool things in it. Because you never know when you're going to need it, Karen. Huh, this was 88 cents. Oh, 68. I can't read. Oh, and it was from Kmart. A long time ago. Alright, let's see. What do we have? Oh, look at that itty bitty. Alright. We have no velvet. So, what can I do? Well, I know I'm not going to use the black. And I'm not going to use this color. Or this color. Or the lace. Or the hem. Or the gray. I did... Oh, here's more of that branch. I did find a starfish. It's super big, so this is going to be an interesting take on this. So, what can I do? No, I might skip this one because I'm not having any inspiration. It's a really pretty blue. But it's shiny. And velvet is not shiny. Alright. Make sure I got them all. Thinking. Looking around my office. Oh my gosh, I'm a dork. Good thing I looked around, because I actually do have something velvet. So I got these velveteen, or they are velvet, ribbons from Dollar Tree. They were in the at Halloween. I got the blue, because that's my favorite color, and then I also have the purple. So we're gonna rock and roll this out. Alright, so let's see, what do I have? Oh, I have Sharpies over here. Thinking. That could work. Ouch. I don't want the gray. Do I? I'm gonna choose this page. And I guess I should probably figure this out first. So, choose. We could do choose joy. Choose. Well, I'm gonna just start, because, yeah. So I hope that you guys are all staying safe and healthy, and weather is good in your area. We have had unseasonably warm weather, and it has been raining and very, very foggy lately. So that's been interesting. It makes pottying dogs lots of fun, sarcastic, because their paws get all muddy. And I have to make sure I spell this right, so I'll probably be hesitating for a while. Because, yeah, this is a hard word, you know. Oh, it's been that kind of a week. It's been crazy. It's my first, I have the, I can't think of the word. I have the opportunity, that's not the right word. I have the option, I'm a hybrid employee, so I work from home 3 days a week, and I only have to go to the office 2 days a week. And this week is the first time since the middle of December that we have been in the office 2 days a week. It has been crazy. You forget, like, how much it takes out of you to do that sometimes, but we'll get there. The reason for that is they told us we could work from home the weeks between Christmas and New Year's. And then the week before that, there's a lot of illness in our area, so they asked us to stay home unless we absolutely had to be in the office, which is so nice that we have an understanding employer that allows that. Yeah, so sorry, I'm crafting away and not knowing really what to say. Let's see. And my marker is dead, so we'll change to black. I do not like the E, but it is what it is. I should have done this as accents. Wasn't thinking. I like how this makes it stand out from the page though, so that's good. Oh, I know what I can say. I picked these up last year about this time because my cousin and I took a trip to Disneyland in California. It's my first time being at Disneyland. I've been to Disney World several times, so I had so much fun there. I think it's because it's more compact and it was just easier to see the things that we really wanted to see. And yeah, there were a lot of people there, but we were able to find quiet spots when it got too much. So that was awesome. I'm just going to go with Choose Joy. Seems appropriate. Alright, so done with the markers. I probably don't want to put that one back because it's not working. Alright, leave your sleeves up. I think I'm going to choose, even though it was Starfish and I will have a Starfish on there, I'm going to put Star Chaser up here. Because that seems like something I should do. And then, ooh, rather than throwing in another color, stay. I have these little stars I can do. And I have to leave room for the ribbon. How do we want to get velvety in here? I'll add a little heart. Alright, scissors would be good. I hope this isn't too discombobulated and it's fun. I can't cut and talk at the same time, I guess. So that just seems weird. What if this is on the fly. We'll see if it works. Retractable Karen. Alright, so what? These might be better. I'm trying to cut out a star. I don't know if you can see how I do that. Flying by the seat of my pants. Let's see what else has been going on in our life. The Book of Face. My husband got kicked off of that this week. I just like that they don't tell you why. Because he's always asking me, and I'm like, I have no idea, honey. Ooh, I like that. And I like that they're wonky. We got some wonky legs going on. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So that will be good. And then we got this. I love this. I did not think this was going to happen. And I know this isn't everyone's cup of tea, but it works for me. And that's all that matters. The next one will be better. It'll be more, not so all over the place, if you want to say that. Okay. Isn't it funny how you're looking for something and you do not see it, and all of a sudden you take a breath and you start looking and it's right there staring you in the face? Yep, that's how this ribbon was. I was looking all over this room, could not find anything. Ta-da! Spools of ribbon. That's velvet. Right there. Oh, this is fun. My black might be showing through a little bit, and I don't care. Alright. Yeah, he's dead. Throw him away. We'll just use the purple. Make sure it works. Kind of embellish him since it's the reason for the prompt. And we'll do one more, because why not? And then it's 3. It's wonky. Huh? But let's see. What have I learned? Learned that I need to be patient and look around, because sometimes things are staring me in the face. That's what I learned. Okay. These can go back over here. This can go away. So can this. And I need this. So this is the next one. It's 117. Starfish. Velvet. And shoes. Immediately when I saw these, I was reminded of how my dad lived in Florida when I was in college. He moved there. And one of our favorite things to do when I would visit, which wasn't all that often, was to go to Jack's Beach or St. Augustine. And while we didn't see starfish, I loved that time on the beach with him, just hearing the waves crash and finding the shells and finding shark's teeth and all the fun to be had. We never went like when it was busy and you would go out sunbathing or anything. It was more just going first thing in the morning when we got up and just going and walking around. It was a lot of fun. Yep. Alright, so that seems dry. Yay! So back to this page, and this one is going to be fun because I have a plan for this one. It's not off the seat of my pants. Getting some things off my table here. Okay. That can go away. That can go away. That's my glue page. Alright. So this one is plumage, which I thought plumage was like the thing that's on the hat when I was in marching band, the big feathery thing, which technically it was because it was feathers, but it's more of a bird. So I guess it could work for the angel wings also. So I found these stickers that I picked up at Dollar Tree a couple years ago. I've still seen them in some stores. So I have all these birds that I can use. I also just realized I could use the angel wing. This is a magazine that my mom liked to get. So this was the August 17. It has been sitting by my crafting stuff for a reason, and this was it. And then I also found this, which she has some doves, and I thought she was really pretty. So I could use that. So I have options for the plumage. The other prompt was butterfly, which there's several with butterflies. So I have options for that. I'm going to set those out of the way. And then the last thing was sea. Now, I live in Iowa, and there aren't a lot of seas around me. There aren't a lot of lakes around me. There's a river. That's about it. So I saw this, and I thought, I can use that for the sea, even though it's probably an ocean, but I'm going to say it's a sea. I flipped this over, and it said, "Smell the sea and feel the sky, let your soul and spirit fly," from Van Morrison. And I thought, that's perfect. So I thought I could somehow piece this and then cut this out to go up here somewhere. And then if I'm going to use my lady, she'll have to get cut out. Have to decide if I want to keep the angel. I think I do. I want this to be my plumage. So I'm just going to fussy cut a little bit. Sorry, I was watching videos before this. Yeah. So there's this. And then I kind of like this border trim, but I don't like that it has the website on there. Can't cut and talk, or yeah, I can't cut and talk at the same time. Wow. Alright. So there's that. And I could cut this and then just cut it there and piece it together. I might do that if I decide to leave that on there. So there's that and that. I'm not loving it on this page. Oh, I'll just go with this. The other thing that I was looking through a quilt book, and this is Swimming Upstream, and I thought that might fit this fairly well too, so we'll cut that out. And the main reason I was looking at this is this quilt was on the cover, and this inspires me. I cannot explain how much. I love the black with the colors. I love that there's orange with the pinks and the yellows and the greens and the everything. I love that there's the little 4 patch that's like standing out. Just, that is very, very inspiring to me. So we'll set that there. So otherwise, it's a quiet day here in Iowa. It is a foggy afternoon. So if there are, this also inspires me a lot because of the stars. I have a thing for stars. It's a very foggy day, so I have the light on above me. And I know sometimes that casts shadows, but I had to do it in order to be able to see. That could be kind of cool. Alright, so thinking. I could do that, and then that would cover that up, and I would still have the just cut it out, Karen. So that would go there. This could go here. This could go here. I'll probably clean that up a little bit. I was in a hurry. I do like how this pulls all the colors on the page in. Thinking. It's not what you guys are here to watch, right? So that could pull all the colors in. I could keep it simple. I was wondering why it doesn't move. I have my finger on the clear part. Ay. It doesn't have to be perfect, Karen. It's your creation, so whatever you make is gonna be fine. And it's a play journal. It's not... No one has to see it besides me, and of course anyone who watches this video. Right? Okay, yeah, we'll do this. Let's see what's coming up for my week. I'm excited. I get to have supper with my nephew N and his family. He has a little boy who's not yet a year, so I can't wait to see him again and smell the baby hair. weekend is this? Not next weekend, but the following weekend, we get to have Christmas with my stepdaughter. My daughter, I call her a lot. So I'm super excited about that. Get to see the granddaughter. She is getting so big and so talkative because of schedules and stuff and sickness. We haven't seen her since, was it August or October? Either one. It's been a long time. I'm excited to see her again. I love that baby girl. And I just had a quilt camp. It was a great time with some great friends. I did not work on my OK Corral quilt, which was what I had intended to work on when I went. Instead, I took 2 jelly rolls. It's about this big. It's a roll of fabric that's 2.5 inches, 2.5 inch strips, and I had 2 of them. And a pattern, and I wanted to get my friend's advice on which one to use, and the fabric store that's in the town was having a sale that weekend, so I knew that I wanted to get the fabric to go with it. So it's a Free Spirit Firefly jelly roll, and then I got some Free Spirit it's a polka dot, or it's a splatter. I should have used that here. It's a splatter background that I got to use with it. And I got that all cut out, and I got one of the pieces sewn together. So I was excited about that. And then there was another quilt that it's 4 patches, kind of. So when I quilt, I like to do something called leaders and enders. So let's say I'm doing my first project and I'm sewing all the pieces together. When I get done with all of the ones I need to for the first project, then I can take some other fabric for the next project and start piecing that together. So basically it means that I'm never not sewing on a quilt. It just, the second one will take longer than the first, and I still have to figure out which one I want to do first and then which one I want to do second. And the OK Corral quilt will happen. It just, the other fabrics were brighter. They remind me a lot of this. The Free Spirit ones. And then the other project is my favorite colors, which are red, yellow, and blue. So there's that. Alright, so we got my projects done. Woo woo. So plumage, butterfly, and C. And that was 124. Okay, so there's my collage. And I really like how that one turned out. This just made me chuckle when I saw that. And this will get saved for another project. Alright. So, that does that. That does that. I talked about that. This. Alright, so let's flip back. We're at 45 minutes. So, how did I do for this? Oh wow, you're not stuck down. That's hilarious. I blame the puppy. Joking. So we didn't have a chance to take the dogs for a ride, which that's okay. I did take things slow. I was very intentional, which was my word of the month, about the things that I decided to do and how I decided to do them. I did have fun playing with the dogs. We have a big yard, so we use remote dog collars, and we finally got one for the puppy. So she is able to run and play with the big kids. And it's so fun to see that. So that was a lot of fun this month. I should journal in all these spaces. And then cozy, I did get out my cozy quilt. I wish I knew how to insert pictures, but alas, I do not. I have a quilt that is my current favorite that is very cuddly. So I've been using that at night. So that has been fun. So I would say that I accomplished this. I did not make a fun journal. Unless I made this. Which in no way resembles this. But I did journal things. So that works as well. So I will do that. So let's see. For February, what do I want to do? February, I feel like I need an action word. Thinking ahead to the month, we have Christmas. I have another retreat. That will be just quilting. This is hard, and I'm very quiet while I do this. I'm sorry. Let's see. So I want some inspiration of color. So I can use these two pictures. This cracks me up. It's like, did I even glue this? Maybe not. One will never know unless one watches the prior video. So I have family. Yeah, I do not have anything besides these two pictures that I can use on this next page. So I will take this, and I think I get rid of all my paper clips off my desk. Alright, so that will go in February. We'll figure that out at a later date.